So what we're doing today, I'm going to chop these down. It's either that or throw it and see if it flies. No, they're massively oversized, like, see me. Can you see the lines? The line there, line there. Yeah. Yeah, I just need to saw a heap off them. Yeah, I was really tired last night. I just, yesterday I cut some weight out of this and just sort of get that glued on and be done with it for the day. I'm so tired, I was worn out. So yeah, I'm going to cut them off for a start, shave them down, get them level with the rest of the headstock, possibly work out tuning positions and things, and do some trimming and shaping perhaps, and maybe go on to radiusing this as well. Go radius this and do side dots and fret markers. Yeah, I've actually got the video from my telly build. I could just show you that one, it's the same. No, I'll go on with this. Right, let's trim this headstock down. I'm just feeling along here for the edge. You feel a sort of an edge bit, which I'm just removing. Headstock's almost there. So I'll do this and then I'll show you the headstock and everything else. So here I am so far. I drew this sort of circular line there, but I didn't go to it. I just sort of stopped to where I thought I liked it. Yeah, I've just been working on getting these sides like perfectly right angles, which I have done. There's still more refinement needing done. You can feel little bumps and things. But what I'll do is I'll wrap sandpaper around a spray can or something, and just sand them out. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna refine this a little bit with the sandpaper now, and then I'm gonna double check my tuner holes and drill them out just now. There's a veneer going on the top, but then I'll just come back through from the back to drill them. But I'll drill these first just now. It's just, once I put the veneer on, it's a spalty veneer and you can't see nothing on it. You just, all your lines, everything just goes, no idea where anything is. So it'll be fine. I've done it loads of times, so it's fine, okay. Right, well I'm going to crack on. I'm going to refine some of this edges just now and then move on to the drill press. Right, that's the tuning holes done. Very happy with them. I do take my time, but I've learned from the past that you're best to, because mistakes can be difficult to undo. So all I'm going to do now is just give this a nice smoothing off, clean up all the pencil marks, and then I'm going to assess the veneer for the top. Let's crack on with that. Right, headstock's looking really quite good now. Now before I put the veneer on, I'm going to radius this. And I'm going to try starting with 80 grit. I've got 80 and I've got 120 because I've got 120 sanding belts. And I'll sacrifice one of them. But yeah, so I'm going to crack on a radius this. I won't film the whole thing though, because that'll just be completely... Hello! There we are, done. Look at that. What a pile of beautiful dust. So I'm going to add to my collection of dust. Whoa. If I can do it without spilling it everywhere, it's even better. Just think how many fret ends that's going to fill. Hundreds. Anyway, yeah, so that's the board all radiused. As you're coming up the board, you'll notice it takes longer to get rid of this, to do this end, just because it's wider. If you run your hand, your finger over it, you can feel the rough bit in the middle where you haven't reached yet. Another thing you can do as well is just draw yourself a centre line and keep sanding until the centre line's completely disappeared. Right, that's that done. I'm going to work out fret position marker places now. I'm just working out my fret position markers. You notice I've written numbers. That's what my life's come to these days. I'm using this pen. It's made by a company called Soline. You get the pen and you get a whole heap of white leads for it. The pencil, I should say. A heap of white leads come with it and everything as well. It's great. It's brilliant for this. And you can actually see what the hell you're writing. Now, I'm going to go 8 mils in. And I've got my line for going up and down. Now I've just got to measure between each thing to get the centre point. I'll crack on to it, I'll see you in a minute. That's where I'm at so far. That's what I marked up. And I'll probably try and put a little dent for each one, so I need to use my cork block to support the neck. Give it a little punch. So I'll go and centre point on these now, and then we'll move on to the drill press. So that's them all punched. I've done all about the board. The next thing is to set the drill press up. I can't set the depth gauge on this because the next going to vary in height as I go along, so I have to just kind of judge it. But that's looking quite good there. I could probably go just a little bit deeper, but not too much. If I go too deep, I can always use some of that sawdust that I collected, the rosewood dust, to put in the bottom first anyway, so let's carry on. Go. Those look pretty straight. Don't have to be straight, they just have to look straight. Now it's just a case of a little bit of super glue in the hole, and then plop in your thing. Oh, and have some tissue, boy, if you can. I seem to have misplaced mine. Ah, here's bits, I'll do. Bit too much glue there. Yeah, got a bit carried away with the amount of glue, but that happens. Right, next one. A little bit less glue this time, preferably. God, glue off myself. Right, so that's basically it, and then I'll go and put the rest in now. Now they're in, it's just a case of just getting a file and filing them down. Going gently, because at some point you're going to hit the fretboard. Like so. So I'm going to do all these and then I'll hit it with the radius block again. I should really put some in there just to help with the pressure. No radius to 500. Looks pretty good the way. Dots are pretty straight and stuff. Next up is side markers. So I'll go and mark all that out. I've got them all marked up. You can quite often just use your eye for marking them up, because if it doesn't look central, then it isn't. Your eyes are really quite good at spotting the middle of everything, and then if you get this one in the top end, you can use a ruler to double check things in that before you drill anything. Anyway, I'll crack on and I'll get these drilled. It's the same again. It's a little drop of super glue and then a tiny dot. These things are absolutely fucking minuscule. They're so small, these things. They're really fiddly as hell. Let's just see how it get on. They can be really difficult to get in, like. There goes. Oosh, they're quite a tight fit. I mean, I'm using a 2mm drill, but they're really difficult. You get the idea, though. Super glue, dot, super glue, dot. And just keep going all the way up the neck. Same again, once you've got them in. Just file them down. It can be hard to gauge how deep in that to go. You know, it can be difficult to get the depth just right, but it doesn't matter. You just file and sand them. And there they are, all the way up. And I've got the board's not oiled or anything yet, so once this is all oiled up and finished, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. Right, the grand finale for tonight is sorting out a veneer for the headstock, so crack on with that. So I've got this veneer, it's still a little bit thick, still about 3mm or so, so I need to just keep playing it down, try and get it a nice even thickness. Just keep shaving away at it. And then go inside and glue this to the headstock and clamp it up. Yeah, it's gonna look rather good. The time has come. Let's get this veneer stuck on. Right, that's that stage done. Right, I'll see you when this is dried. Hello again. So that's that all nice and dried now. Just got to remove the excess. And then I'll have to file a nice flat ledge there for the nut to sit on. I purposely buy these quite short nuts, not like not tall, to use with the veneers. But also I was looking at the tusk nuts on mine, I like the black ones. I'm struggling to find ones the right sort of width and everything, but at the right height as well. They get the taller ones all seem to be wider. So anyway, let's get on with this, shall we? So I've just been flooding this with super glue because that wood there is particularly, it's a little bit too rotten. Just a couple of spots here and there. But it's fine, you'll notice it because it's got this sort of powdery sponginess to it when you're filing, and also your fingernail just dig straight into it. But just flood it with glue, you can actually watch the glue just go as it soaks straight in. Do that until it stops soaking in, and then just leave it. But be sure to do it somewhere with lots of ventilation, because the fumes of the super glue are just horrible. They sting your eyes and everything. But yeah. So we'll leave that to dry now and then come back to it. Right, so the final thing I want to do now is my usual chamfer all the way around. Not here, but just on this bit and the other side there. So I'm just going to use a file. So I think that's me, more or less. That's looking pretty good now. Last thing to check is take a tuner, plop it in there, and yeah, make sure that it can sit nice and flat and that the screw isn't going to hit off the volute. Yeah, 'cause now's the time to alter that if you need to. So that's where we're at so far. Now I've got one last little job to do. Sort of my access to the truss rod. I'm just going to put a nut on, draw a line, drill a hole, find the cavity and just tidy it up basically, so it won't take long. So that's it really. Just enough access to get an Allen key in there. Yeah, so that's, I think it's pretty much done now with the neck for now. Once you got to this stage, it's just a case, just refine it. Finish sanding, check your straightness along the back and tweak anything you need to tweak. Get it done now. Yeah, and just use a really critical eye when looking for any defects, because they will jump out when the finish is on there. And it's, you know, these things can make a difference between an okay guitar and a really nice guitar. It's just the fit and finish and how it feels in the hand and things, you know. So yeah, so I think I'll leave that episode here. Sorry that some of the episodes might seem a little bit long, but it's so much to fit in. It's hours. You know, I could be out here for 5-6 hours, and then I've got to try and fit that in to a little clip on YouTube to try and show everything I've been doing. But yeah, it's the tricks of, well, one of the things I suppose part of the editing process. Anyway, that's that finished for now. All I'm going to do from now on is just refinement, sanding wise and stuff, looking for defects, all that, before I put any finish on or putting frets or whatever else I'm going to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Cheers.